Eric Pasoja is an actor who's been in the movie business for over 3 decades. He's been on the picket lines ever since the Actors Union SAG-AFTRA made the decision to strike earlier this month, following disagreements with major studios over a number of issues like pay, working conditions, and residuals.
Residuals are payments for the reuse of a person's voice or likeness. And they're important because they sustain actors and people in many different industries through times when they're not working. There's intermittent work. But the fact is they're still using our faces, and we need to get paid for that.
As a passive income, residuals are considered critical for many actors who often do not have a consistent monthly income. Those payments can be substantial for shows on a traditional broadcast or cable network, but on streaming platforms taking over an ever larger share of the market in recent years, residuals are calculated much differently and most often work out to a tiny fraction of what the networks pay.
I definitely felt the pinch. I was actually one of the first because the show WandaVision was the first of the streaming. So we saw firsthand before everybody else did the injustice. You know, the lack of pay, so we literally saw that first, and we couldn't explain it to people because everyone was so used to the old way of residuals.
Actors noticed residuals disappearing in recent years, but it wasn't until the latest round of contract negotiations that they used their collective voice to demand changes.
I go on the SAG-AFTRA website and look in the residuals section every single day. My family's future and present depend on residuals. So it's integrally involved with what we do. When I'm not working, it's really nice to have a check coming in.
Negotiators from the Actors Union say studios have not even shown willingness to engage in a discussion over the issue of residuals, which many actors and writers here say they heavily rely on if they're to remain a part of the Hollywood industry. Ediz, Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.